Hi, I'm Kathy, and this is my channel, What Kathy Thinks, and welcome back. And if this is your first time watching one of my videos, well then I'm really glad you're here. I'm an emotional exhibitionist, and I've been seized with fear the past 6 days, and it's kind of cramped my style. It's been kind of difficult. A couple things have happened to bring that about. One, last week, my computer got hijacked by malware, and that's my fault. I was lackadaisical in my attempts to safeguard my own interest, and it caused me a bit of hassle. I lost some documents that I would have preferred not to lose. I lost some videos that I really wanted to edit and post, and that sucked, and it made me feel vulnerable and kind of made me afraid, and I'm not used to feeling fearful of anything, and that's because I'm a little mentally ill. I have bipolar disorder. My most recent diagnosis is bipolar mixed manic with psychotic features. Yay. It's no walk in the park. It's not a fun one, guys. In fact, compared to other types of bipolar disorder, it has the highest rate of successful suicide attempts. And that's because compared with, say, bipolar depression, in which the most recent episode is a depressive episode, bipolar mixed combines features of manic and depressive features. So where a person with bipolar depression may not have as much energy to complete a suicide attempt or to attempt suicide, even if they have suicidal ideation, their percentage of suicide attempts and successful suicides is less than someone with bipolar mixed disorder. And it makes it a scary diagnosis, and one that's been hard for me to survive. It's been quite a ride. It's been interesting. It's been hard for my family, hard for my children, and hard for my friends. I have some wonderful, wonderful friends who've supported me even when it meant doing things like picking me up at the hospital when I had torn off all my clothes and was standing naked in a hallway demanding that the poor guy from the HVAC department was the only thing standing between me and the exit doors, and I was screaming, "You have to let me go home." I've had friends who picked me up from the hospital in a situation like that, and in other very bizarre situations. So it's been demanding on people who loved me, and I understand that. However, more recently, I've had an episode, or not, it's not an episode because it wasn't a psychiatric episode, it was an event that's really bothered me and hurt me and caused me a little bit of problems when it comes to continuing making these videos. And that is, I recorded a video with a friend of mine called Bipolar and Getting High with Penelope, and it was a great video. It was a funny video, and I enjoyed making it, and the person who made it with me enjoyed making it too, and people liked it, I thought, and I thought we had something that could go somewhere, that could help educate the public as to the need for treatment. And also, I wanted to convey how complex the disorder is, that it can be funny. It can be funny, especially when you're not in the middle of an episode. It can be funny in retrospect to look back at it and think, oh my God, I actually did that. I actually stood naked in the hall of a hospital and yelled at a maintenance guy, "Are you really getting paid enough for this? That really happened." And I'm not ashamed of that. I feel like if I talk about my experiences, maybe another sufferer might say, okay, if she can talk about that, maybe I can tell a doctor some of the things that I've done. And so I want to help people, and I want them to know they're not alone. So I was excited about the idea of a series of Penelope videos in which Bipolar Cat, me, talks to her friend Penelope, and Penelope is the rational one and encourages Bipolar Cat to keep talking to her doctor even if it seems like the meds aren't working. So we made that one video, and I thought it was awesome. And then a few days later, I tried to talk to my friend and asked her if she'd be available, and she wasn't going to be available. So I made a video called Bipolar and Meds Ain't Working without Penelope, where Bipolar Cat calls her friend and her friend doesn't answer, and Bipolar Cat leaves a hysterical message that indicates that she's been doing things that are indicative of hypomania or mania. That would be gambling, poor decision making, quitting a job, allowing a friend to drive a car when the friend was intoxicated. All of these are things that a person who is in a hypomanic or manic state might do. And I wanted to proceed with this series of videos so that Penelope could explain to Bipolar Cat her poor decision making and the importance of telling her doctor about this. So I talked to my friend who was playing Penelope a few days after that second video and said, hey, I've set the stage for Penelope to try and talk Cat down and explain to Cat the necessity of, continuing with treatment. And my friend said, well, I'm not sure that I can continue to do these Penelope videos with you. And I said, why not? She said, well, a friend of mine is concerned that it'll make me look bad. I was like, how in the fuck can playing Penelope make you look bad? You're not even visible. You're audio only. I'm like out there portraying myself at my whack worst, and you have a friend that thinks you playing Penelope is going to make you look bad. Your identity isn't even revealed. But it hurt me. It hurt me so much. And I felt so abandoned and so betrayed that it was like a sock in the gut. And that conversation happened on the same day that my computer was hijacked by malware. And I just thought, how am I going to continue? How am I going to continue with what I intend to establish as a section on this channel for bipolar disorder? And it's taken me all of these 6 days to regain my confidence and to remember that I've been playing sane and whack for a long, long time. So I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your watching. The Penelope videos will continue, even if I have to play both parts. Bipolar disorder is a serious, serious illness. It destroys lives, destroys families. And if you suffer from it, or you have a family member that suffers from it, don't give up. It's very frustrating. Oftentimes the first line of treatment is not effective or can feel to the sufferer as though it's deadening them completely. And it's important to be persistent. And don't worry, it's not going to change who you are. Our worst symptoms are not our personality. We can retain our personality and get better. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Now I have to figure out again, how do I stop this? Such a novice.